Hey guys, I'm Tyler.
And I'm Sarisha.
We're from Wreckneck Racing. What we do is we go around and donate derby cars to local high schools and teach them how to build them.
We're headed to Payson right now. It's about 7:30 in the morning. We're gonna go check on the status of their car and then help guide them on next steps. Our volunteer Seth couldn't make it today, so we're just gonna go in and poke our heads in and see what we can get done.
So we're gonna record throughout the day, show us going to different schools, give you an insight of what an average day in our life looks like outside of our regular jobs.
So okay, let's go.
This top seam here on the driver's door, we're gonna hammer it down and weld it. Help secure that driver's door.
Okay.
Since we don't have door skins. Okay, so this is Payson's car. It's come along pretty good. Right now we got most of the roll cage done. The biggest thing right now is doing the rear seat bar. Get our seat mounted where it needs to be. They already started welding up our doors here. Driver's door looks like it's still free. The back one's getting welded. They hammer this down so they can get a good weld on it. We got their trunk cut out. Getting ready to weld that down. You got holes down through the frame here for your all thread. You just need to put it up through the trunk. Bumpers are all mounted. So they're coming along pretty good. Pretty much got to finish up cage, do wiring on the engine, the windows, and then if they want, walk out the rear suspension. This car is about done besides paint. Do what?
The dash bar.
So on your dash bar, just so that any side impact is ready as well. Do like 2 ducts on each side. Alright. Just to help secure that there. And a little bit.
Yeah, so you don't hit into that.
Yeah, because if you go straight, you're gonna be right here like this. And once you foam that,
It's going to be hard to steer, yeah.
you're gonna hit your head on it. You don't want to pull it off just a little bit.
So I'll put some gussets there on both sides.
Throw that rear seat bar in
Alright.
from the body.
And then we plan on, when we're going to start moving these down, we're going to hammer this entire lid
Yeah,
down.
that's a good idea.
Like we did right here.
Try to get as much contact area as you can. I mean, straight up with some filler in there. Rear suspension. Rear seat bar. Weld seat in. Secure steering up. All thread and trunk.
Don't worry about it. Your Sharpie.
Weld trunk down. Cut out hood. All right, it's 9 o'clock. We're got a little hungry on the way to Maple Mountain, so we decided to swing into Chick-fil-A and get us some breakfast and some coffee.
Ain't nothing like chicken minis in the early morning
On a snowy day.
on a snowy day.
Yep, on a snowy day.
A little bit of storms,
A little bit of storms.
like foot. Well, look, outside the grass is clear.
Yeah, here. At our house in the past week, we've gotten 1.5 to 2 feet.
Yeah, and more coming. Look at the mountains. You can't even see half the. There's another set of mountains right there. You can't even see it. It's snowing. Thank you for driving the Derby van like a Derby.
Have to. And eventually get Derby, so you gotta pre-run it.
Oh, okay.
This truck's parked.
So this is Maple.
Oh, it's got a trailer on it. I'm looking, he's parked right in the middle.
We're gonna be heading into Maple Mountain Welding.
No,
You ready?
No, it's cold out there. So I gotta give it to these kids. This is the only school we have that they work outside. Doesn't matter if it's
Raining or
10 degrees out, snowing, raining, they're out there working on the car. They're definitely dedicated. All the other schools at least get pulled inside. This school, they're stuck outside, and we're stuck out there with them freezing. There's been times where they've had a little homemade heater going on outside just to keep us warm.
Open up. Landed.
There she is.
Berkey did a lot
Love
of
these
it.
kids.
Yeah, I know this was Berkey's.
So what's going on?
All right, so we got all this wiring here. We gotta figure out, it's not cranking over, so we gotta figure out what we got going on. I'm guessing it's a ground issue, but it could be something's not plugged in and we're losing power somewhere.
Okay.
I just gotta figure out what exactly we got going on.
Because we didn't have it ground last year for the other car.
You're right. Because I
We just
know,
had it strapped down on top of the engine.
yeah, because I know on
I think this is all stuff for the steering column that went up here.
ALC's car had to have it.
That car was a
That was
mess.
steering column stuff.
There's a lot of wiring.
All of this. Well, that's for this one.
Cranking. We're gonna start to eliminate harnesses.
Okay, because that's like so much.
Yeah. Well, like, there's your antenna.
Don't need that.
No.
I don't think you're gonna be listening to radio on this thing.
No. Not over the loud engine.
This is for your braking system, which you don't need brakes. Just hit the other person. Hit your shifter.
Here, yeah.
So this
All
is
these
where you
notches.
lock in your gears and kick it down.
Yep. So this is what goes.
So I mean, we don't need that. I believe this right here is the neutral safety switch. But if that's the case, all we gotta do is take these two wires and connect them.
Okay.
So it's always registering through the computer that's in neutral.
That's in neutral,
But
so we
manually
decide.
you're shifting.
Yeah. So I really.
Power wires is because you can tell by the thickness of them.
Yeah.
I believe this mounts onto your, I can't remember that switch is called.
Saturday.
Yeah.
And then me and Berkey put it all together on Monday at school.
So this year, I mean, you know we're doing the place down.
Yeah, I
down
just gotta
here.
find a place. I don't know. They're I'm not here.
But this year we're doing something a little different on the driver's door.
Yeah, it's smashing down.
Yep. So
Driver's door's over
driver's
there.
door's over there.
Yeah.
Basically, you take this beam and you smash these two together, and it kind of rolls this flat.
Yeah.
And you can either throw a plate across here or just weld that seam up, whatever you prefer to do.
Yeah.
But it strengthens it up a bunch.
Okay.
Just having that.
Just
You're
for-
basically enclosing the whole door.
Yeah.
Where with this open, it allows this whole thing to flex. But we're only doing it for the driver's door.
Alright, free.
Because if you look right here,
That's a gap.
they didn't even hit this side of the frame. They just welded here and didn't actually connect the two through that section.
Scary.
Relocate your steering. You know what I'm talking about there, Seth? Yeah. Relocate your piece here. Undo these two bolts. Take this piece here and shove it in.
Okay.
Also, I'd recommend undoing your motor mount, raising up your engine a little bit
Yeah. Just like last year.
so we don't smash that starter. Because if this heat's going how I think it's going to go, we're going to have some cars folded.
Yeah.
All right, so right there, we're actually scooping down. That's where our all thread's gonna come down through the floor, down through your frame. Cut out that. Get those cut out, put your all thread in, and then set your trunk on it. Figure out where it's gonna come up through your trunk. Now we are headed over to Provo High School. We just got done with Maple Mountain. It is entirely too cold out, but the students are still going at it. Gotta give it to them, because I don't know if I would be, because it's flurrying out here right now. I don't know what temperature is, but it's too cold to be working. They're out there working on the car, trying to get it done. We were trying to get it fired up, but found out that we're missing a part on the ignition. So they're gonna be trying to find the part. If not, we'll have to get a new one, throw it on there. Hopefully by next week we'll have that car up and running. They got the roll cage all tacked in place. They just gotta get welded down solid. So they're making pretty good progress on the car. Students are working on it, are doing a good job. All right, we just got over to Provo High here. We got the previous Derby car sitting right in front of us. They're gonna use that one for parts. Probably take the drivetrain out of it, take some bumpers off of it, a few other things. The other car's in there. It's probably one of our worst looking cars currently, but I think there's some good potential to it. So we're just gonna start transferring parts and hopefully get this done here in the next little bit. All right, so this car was Payson's car last year. It was Lightning McQueen. This frame bent pretty good. The front end's sitting a lot higher than it was before. The shear part motor mounts down here. It went nose to nose with the 70s car, and the 70s car obviously won. It actually smashed the distributor into the firewall and broke it, so he completely shut him down. But if it wasn't for that, this car probably would have kept going. But the back end still looks pretty good. It's just that front end folded pretty hard. They started welding that side. You got video? Well, it looks like you got this cleaned up to weld A-arms forward. I'll have to finish getting the rest of these out. Here soon they're going to be pulling bodies, so we can pull this drivetrain out of this one and swap it out with the. They have a 305 out of that car. They're going to drop into this car. The body on this car is pretty rough, to say the least, but the frame looks pretty good. I'm not quite sure what they have going on here, but it looks like somebody set off a fire extinguisher underneath this. We'll take a look over it, see what we got going on. That one's out, that one's out. Is it out? I think they're cutting out back here and it caught fire.
What?
Huh?
What?
I'm trying to see what body bolts we got left. If I can find my camera. Bolts there.
You're covered.
I know. That's why I took my work jacket.
Just take it off.
Unbolt it from the frame. We need to get, somebody want to pull these out of the front end here.
Is it pry bar?
You're probably going to have to cut them. Probably have to take the grinder and cut the head of the bolt off. That one, I don't know, that one might pull through.
Hey Ty, can you show them where the bolt's at?
The what, bolt?
Yeah.
So if you roll up underneath there, there's a big hole in the frame. It's up in the hole in the frame. Yeah, that's the biggest hole in the frame.
It should be right there by your head.
Yep.
I could just chop these off, and then I might have more room to get the grinder in.
We like to get a sledgehammer.
They're supposed to be stiff. This will stiffen up your steering. This will make it a lot better. Okay, so that last one, the steering on it was probably really loose because it had so much play in it. Once you get in the car, you'll be able to move it.
This morning I actually burned my eye doing that. Like I was at Payson.
Don't worry, you're going to see
And it was
pretty color.
straight out of I know, it's great. Fresh paint.
Your motor mount is one bolt here, and then I can't remember if it comes from the back side. There's a bolt that comes this way or comes in this way. You might have to pull this off to get to it. I cannot remember for sure. We got back. Well, we're just on our way back from Provo, driving through a little bit of a snowstorm right now. Headed back to get Ashton, or one of our little ones, grabbing him, then heading out to Tinnick High School. Go take a look at where they're at in their car and see how far they're coming along. When we left them last time, we're in the process of rebuilding transmission. Their car's running decent. We still got to do some tweaking to it. They started welding up the rear doors and the trunk. They're supposed to be getting some roll cage material, get started on that. They're coming along pretty good. If we get roll cage material, I'm hoping we get some few students weld on the car and have it done in the next few weeks. As you can see, we got snow covered everything here. Our Spanish Fork, you can see grass.
You'd never guess it's the same day.
Yeah, we're on our way to Tinnick. Coming up through the pass here, it's
Sketchy.
getting a little bit of snow.
Those are mountains.
Luckily, the roads are just wet, they're not slushy. Well, it's still decent, but definitely coming down out here.
Little update, it's kind of snowing a lot up here. So we're not sure if we're even going to get there. If we do, it's going to be good. You can't even see the mountains. You kind of can, I guess, right there.
This is the hill we're worried about. It's a derby van's trying to climb her, but we're definitely spinning.
Yeah.
We're slipping and sliding a lot, but
Sketchy.
we're still moseying on up it.
So it's pretty deep out here. And coming.
So,
We're at Tinnick right now.
yeah, we made it here. Great weather. It's almost sunny and 75 out. Just a few degrees off. So I need to weld up to death. Let me climb up in here. Yep, plugs and wires done. Motor mounts on this thing are awesome. Yeah, they're solid. So there's two things. When you do your roll cage, you got your dash bar, your door bars, your seat bar, and your uprights up and over, right? When you do your driver's door bar, we want a plate to come on the inside of the door bar, down into here.
That way if you get hit, it'll stay right there.
Yep. And then we're also allowing you to hammer this over to this and either plate it or just weld it up. Look at that paint roll.
Oh, okay. So from here up to here.
Up to the inner door bar.
Okay.
Yeah. I'll have to double check to see what all I got. But yeah, I should have some
All right. So
15s.
wait. I say we better just go solid.
You ready for this?
No.
If I can get the door open.
Ooh. Well, it's about what time now?
I don't know.
I think it's like 2,
Lunchtime?
past lunchtime. So it's 2-ish o'clock.
Full on blizzard going on out here in Tennant.
Yeah, look at that.
The car is looking pretty good. They got a good basis started on there. We got it all planned out and where they're going. We're actually talking about getting them a second car here soon, and hopefully motivate them to get this one knocked out and all done, and get them ready and working on the next one.
Sweet. Okay, that was a day in the life of Redneck Racing Mentorship Program.
Now we get to go to work.
Yep. Work for me, work for him. We've been going since 7:30 this morning. And here's the future Derby van with the green wheels. This thing will be derbied, hopefully this summer. Yeah, thanks.